Hello, hello, everybody. I hope you have had a wonderful, wonderful week. Happy Friday to you. I hope this evening is treating you well so far and you have a bunch of fun stuff planned for the weekend. My name is Kat. I am the Nurse Flipper. I am a full-time reseller out of North Florida, doing this full-time since 2022. I'm also an RN, but I don't use my license anymore. The best thing ever. So I love the freedom that reselling brings me, and I hope to be able to teach you some things that you can use to achieve at least some of the freedom that I have been able to by making more income with reselling. Today, what I am going to show you is all high dollar sales. That means they are over $50. These are all my sales. So I'll tell you where I bought it, how much I paid, how long it took to sell. And I'm going to show you from eBay. I have one on Mercari. I also have a couple on Poshmark as well as Etsy. So there are a ton of them that have really big profit that you need to know, because these items are out there. You can find them and you can make a really, really good profit. So let's go ahead and get started. We are starting off with a very, very fast sale. This one sold in under a week for $50. This is a vintage Playboy bunny cufflinks and tie bar clip set, logo black enamel. I accepted a best offer of $50 on these, and I'm less than $5 in an online jewelry lot. I think there are a lot of things like this that if they catch your eye, you need to look them up, because most lots, your per item cost is not going to be a lot. And if you get something like this, it pays for the whole lot, which means the rest is all profit. So I also got other Playboy pieces in that lot that I think will sell high as well. Here you can see the tie clip there. Now these were Ross Attleboro was the name of these. So they were really easy to research and a very, very fast sale in under a week. Next up is another very fast sale. This one, I also accepted a best offer of $50, listed only 2 days. This is a vintage hand knotted long butterscotch amber beaded necklace, 56 inches. So we do have it doubled up there on the necklace stand. I love these wood necklace stands. I'll actually link them in the video for you guys because they're really low cost and they display beautifully, as you see here. So accepted $50. I'm under 5 in. So these are over a $40 profit. Very fast. 2 days on this. So watch for amber. Some of it can be extremely, extremely valuable. Next up was a very, very fast sale. And these were also in an online estate lot. These sold in 2 days. So this is a lot of Swarovski crystal pearl beads. They do have $75 a piece on them, but when I looked them up, these weren't selling that high. So I priced them at $60, accepted best offer of $50. I'm only $5 in. It's a $40 profit in a day. And you're going to see another one that was only one bag that sold as high as well. Watch for these. I had never found any of these, and these were just thrown in a costume jewelry lot, and I got them very, very low cost. Next up is one that took a little bit longer, took 6 months to sell. This is an original Steiff soft toy plush toy tiger cub, made in Germany, vintage. I accepted a best offer of $52 on this. I got it for $10. So this one's about a $33 profit. Watch for Steiff, and I'm going to put my plush video up top because there's a lot of plush that's valuable like this. $50 for this tiger plush that is not that big. And this one didn't even have its original Steiff tag, which would have increased the value. So I do think that's what made this one take a little bit longer to sell. This one was also a very, very fast sale at $60 in under 2 weeks. This is a vintage sterling silver cross pendant with chrysocolla, green stone. This was by Don D. Lucas. This is a Navajo artist. I didn't have room to get that Navajo in there, but he is a well-known Navajo artist. Definitely remember his name. And there you can see that chrysocolla stone, very beautiful green. There is the back of this. Here's that signature up close. The D. Lucas is very easy to read. And you can see this one's about 2 inches, so pretty good size. It's just over 10 grams and a very, very fast sale. I do well with crosses, whether they're Native American or not. They tend to sell pretty fast for me. Next up is the opposite of the other ones you've been seeing. So far, they have all been fast sales. This one, however, took 2 years to sell, and it took a 55% off offer of $58 to get it sold. This is a vintage rocking horse Limoges, France porcelain trinket box. I researched this. It had sold for this, but I think the demand wasn't there. So I sent out the 55% off. It did sell for 58. Originally, I only paid 10 for this. So it's about a $40 profit after the fees. And I think it just was not overly desired, but I am glad that it finally sold. Luckily, it was small, so it didn't take up a lot of space. Next up is kind of a mid-range one. This one took 6 months to sell. It did sell for full price, though. This is a vintage sterling silver hair comb. I put barrette, Victorian, Art Deco, rhinestone, and black. Full price of $59.99. I got it in an online jewelry lot for only $5. So this one's about a $45 profit after fees. Beautiful sterling silver vintage barrette. I have done very well with these as well. Next up is another fast sale and a fast full price sale. This is a Zuni Fetish carved turquoise bear pendant or charm with the onyx arrow design. I feel like a lot of you might see this and think it's cheap. They are not. This one sold full price $59.99. I paid $5. This one's about a $45 profit and sold in just a couple of weeks. So pretty fast sale on this one. Watch for those fetishes. There are quite a few carved fetishes that are not pendants that sell for hundreds and hundreds of dollars. This is another one that took a while to sell, took over a year, and took a 55% off offer. I sent out of $62. I only paid 10 for this in an online estate auction, though. So this is still close to a $48 profit. And some of these are ones that if I sit on them longer, they probably would sell higher. But after a year, I'm okay letting it go. This one's kind of cool because it did have the name of the boy that is pictured. His name is Justin Rockwood. And a lot of these, if you can research and that person happened to be related to somebody who was famous or a president or something like that, they can go for a lot of money. Next up is another fast sale, and this one was fast, but I accepted a 30% off offer, and I'm going to tell you why. So this is a vintage B&W Butler & Wilson gold tone dragonfly. It is a costume piece. I got it really low cost. I got it for under $5. I got a $70 offer. It was a slow sales day. I didn't have much into it, and I wasn't able to find this exact one to comp, so I priced a little high. So in this situation, I was okay accepting the $70 and making a $55 profit really fast and making that slow sales day a little bit better. So this is a really, really pretty dragonfly pen. And here you can see the B&W there. I believe the Butler & Wilson are from mainly the 1960s. I was able to comp, and their brooches were selling in a variety of price range. Again, I priced higher, and I was happy with the $70 offer. Next up is a set of, it says 2, but it was actually 3. We mistyped that. This is Fondale by Morgantown. They do glow. One of them had a chip. And these sold for full price at $69.99. They did take a year to sell. And I got these really cheap. I actually am only about $15 into these. There is that chip on the rim of one of them. And it was only the one. The other 2 did not have them. And this one is about a $45 profit. But again, they did take a year to sell. Next up is the other Swarovski beads, but these are Aurora Borealis. These aren't pearls. I think the pearls were less popular And you can see I didn't post a picture of the beads because this was a sealed bag and I did not want to open it. So people that make jewelry though know exactly what this is. And I sold it for the $75 that was on the bag. I only paid $5. This one's over a $60 profit in under a week. I honestly might have been able to get more. I'm not sure if that 75 was a price from like a secondhand store or where it came from. And so, but either way, I'm happy with the $60 profit. And these, just like the pearls, were in an online costume lot. So I really did not have much in. Another very, very fast sale. This is a vintage Taxco Mexico sterling silver ring, turquoise stone, square design, size 8. This is a beautiful piece. Sold for full price in under a week. And I got this in an online estate auction. I did pay up. I paid $15 for this one. So it's still about a 60, or not 60, it's still about a $50 profit after, well, 45. I'm not mathing very well tonight. It's still a $45 profit after fees. Just a beautiful stone. You can really see it here. Like the coloring on this was absolutely amazing. Here you can see the Mexico. This is a Taxco piece. So this is not a Native American piece. It is Taxco and still brought $69.99, which is a pretty good price. Next up is a Tiffany & Co. sterling silver return to sort. This is just a little key ring. That is all this is. And it sold for $120 in under a week. So make sure if you see Tiffany & Co., no matter how small, comp it. I picked this up for only $20, making it an $80 profit very fast. And this wasn't an online auction. Anytime I see Tiffany in online estate auctions, I always comp them because there have been quite a few pieces that really surprise me as to the value for the size of the item. Next up, if you do not know the name, learn it. This is a vintage David Anderson Norway sterling blue enamel butterfly brooch sign. Sold for full price in under 2 weeks, $89.99. I did pay up. I paid $20 for this. So this one's about a $56 profit, very fast. They actually bought 2 other butterflies for $50 as well. There you can see the David Anderson very clearly. I do have a video on Norway jewelry I will pop up for you guys because quite a bit of jewelry from Norway and Sweden is very, very valuable. Next up is another really, really fast sale. This is a Cabana sterling silver horsehead hinge bangle bracelet equestrian. I did put gift and twisted. This one sold for a best offer of $130 in under a week. Very, very fast. I am only 20 into this one. So this one's actually about an $85 profit. I watch for equestrian or really any animal themed stuff. There you can see that cabana. And this was actually really hard to see this marking on this bracelet. Luckily we found it because I do think the cabana name brand helped it sell fast. Next up is another really, really fast sale. This is a pair of Ray-Ban Chromance RB4263 polarized sunglasses, blue mirror lens. I picked these up for about $30 in an online auction lot. They sold in 2 weeks for $139. So another $80, $85 profit. Check the sunglasses, guys. I've been doing very well with them. Here you can see they were very easy to look up and comp with the RB4263. There is the Ray-Ban Chromance made in Italy. You can see the polarized and very, very nice pair of glasses and a very, very fast sale. Next up is one that took a year and it took me taking a significant discount, and I'm okay with it because I originally only paid about 20 bucks. I accepted a best offer of 160 on this one and just let it go. It's been here right at a year and it is still over $100 profit. So sometimes you got to let it go. This is another one. I could have held on to it longer, I'm sure, at Christmas and made a bigger sale, but sales have been slow. You saw in the video Wednesday, we are down a little bit. So that is why I took this. Here you can see clearly marked the Tweety Christmas Earth, and very, very nice piece. It was pretty much new in the box. We took it out for photographs, and it was a low offer, but it was still a good profit. Next is another very, very fast sale. This one sold for a best offer of $110 in about 2.5 weeks. And this one was free. I got this in a house clean out. So this is $100 profit very fast. I tell you guys all the time, but watch for that religious stuff. It definitely can be profitable. This is a Mark's display piece with the 15 apostles is what this is. And I saw it and I was like, I got to Google Lens it. It immediately came up as this value, and it sold very, very fast. Next up, I actually got 2 of these in an online auction lot. This is a Hook Peter Pan teddy bear, Mattel, 1991. It was brand new in the box. I got 2 of them in an online auction lot. I'm less than $10 in, over $100 profit. Did take 6 months to sell. It sold internationally to Canada. And we still have one left. So if you like it, we still have one there. Watch for stuff like this. Also, Teddy Ruxpins tend to do good as well. All right, we've only got 2 left on eBay, this one and then the highest selling. This is a pair of Dorothy Thorpe vintage mid-century modern lucite chrome pretzel candle holders. Sold for $249.99. I picked these up in an online auction for $50. So these are about $160 profit. I identified these using Google Lens. The lucite had some cracks. You can see the crackling here. We did disclose it. We made sure to photograph it, and they still sold for full price very, very fast. All right, our highest selling on eBay is this limited Swarovski crystal holiday red ribbon holly bowl. This one sold for full price of $259.99, and it took a year, but I got this for $40. So this is another $160, $170 profit. I knew this one was valuable because I actually sold this exact bowl before in the box. This one did not have the box, but it still sold for that $260. So remember what this looks like, because I found this bowl twice and it was a really, really great sale. Now we are moving over to Mercari. We only had one over 50 on Mercari, but I've got some on Posh and Etsy as well. This is a new Walt Disney collection, Pluto Helps Decorate ornament, sold for $56. I only paid $10. So this one's about a $40 profit on Mercari. Watch for WDCC, which is what this is. Look them up. It's like everything else. Some sell really high, like ridiculously high, and then others don't sell for much. If they were overproduced, they're not going to be as valuable. This one was not a limited edition, but it still sold for that $56 price point, which was not bad. Next up is an iron that sold on Poshmark. This is a Rowena compact steam station iron. We did test it. It sold for $120. Payout was $96. I paid $25 for this one at the thrift store. So it's a $70 profit, and it sold in just a couple of months. Watch for Rowena. That is a very, very good brand of iron to keep an eye out for, especially those that have the docking station like this. Those tend to sell for a little bit more money. And this one I was thinking would sell on eBay first, but it ended up selling on Posh. All right, last for Posh before we move over to Etsy. This is a authentic Louis Vuitton monogram umbrella, sold for $200. Payout was $160. I paid $1 for this. This was in the big lot of stuff I got. I bought a ton of stuff. I paid $1 a piece. $200 sale, $159 profit. It had some wear, but watch for Louis Vuitton. It was definitely authentic. And I think some people might not see here. You can see the bent piece on it. So we did notate that, and it's still brought a $200 sale. So check the umbrellas, guys. Some of the umbrellas might really surprise you, and I was very happy with this profit. Over on Etsy, I paid up for these. I paid $200, but they sold for $650. They did take a year to sell, but they are $300 profit. This is a vintage set of 2 Castillo cloak holder. This is 2 brooches going together. I'll show you them separately. These are Taxco Los Castillo. Watch for Los Castillo. It is worth money. There is the marking, very, very clear. I paid up, and these definitely paid off. Next on Etsy is this vintage brass roaring tiger figurine on marbled base, sold for $100 in under a month. I got this in an online estate auction for only $10. This one's over a $70 profit. I always pay attention to brass stuff. I've done very well with it, especially when it comes to animals. I have done well. This one was a really, really great sale. Again, very fast. So I'm happy with these sales that we have been getting over on Etsy. All right. This one is the last, and it is a doozy. This is a vintage pug car ornament. I only paid $10. It sold for $350. $300 profit here, guys. Look stuff up. That lion, this pug, they were in the same lot. I did not pay a lot. Here you can see Made in England, Lejeune. That is what made this money. I did not know this was worth this much until I looked it up. So I was pleasantly surprised, and it was a very fast sale. So definitely getting more movement over on Etsy. I'm very, very happy with that. All right, that was everything. I really hope you've enjoyed. Again, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what your favorite was. Leave me a comment. Make sure you're subscribed. Share it with your friends if you think they would like. I would love for more people to see it. I do appreciate you watching, and I will see you on the next one.